So the question is, if there was a Sanhedrin, or better yet, at the time there was a Sanhedrin. What law, what violation is considered worse? Murder or Shabbat? Now, we have 10 commandments, and from those 10 commandments, all 613 laws come from. Now, in reality, the amount of actual laws that we have today are much, much lower. The amount of actual mitzvot that we can fulfill in today's world is less than 10%. First of all, not all of us are Kohanim. Second, we're not all men. Or we're not all females. Or we're not, we don't have the Bet HaMikdash. There's no korbanot. So there's many, many of the laws we can't fulfill anyway. But the few that we can is less than 10%, technically. Now, at the time of the Sanhedrin, at the time of the Bet HaMikdash, the way they applied the law is according to the Torah. Now, if somebody committed murder, their punishment is death. Sanhedrin will kill that person. If they have evidence, they have witnesses, all of the intricate details that need to be followed were followed, the witnesses, everything followed, he killed somebody, the penalty will be death. On the other hand, if somebody violated Shabbat, and again, there was witnesses that warned them, explained to them the violation, and he still violated Shabbat, just like it says in a parasha that talks about the story of Tzlofchad, the Mekoshesh Etzim, it's a story in the Torah. If somebody violated Shabbat, they also kill him. But the death penalty for the violator of Shabbat is much worse, and the ultimate outcome is much worse. How do we know? Because the Torah says that there's 4 different types of death penalties. The worst type of death penalty goes to the Mechalel Shabbat. Someone that violates Shabbat gets skila. Skila is stoning. Stoning is much worse than fire or hanging or even killing him with the sword. Why? Because stoning takes a lot longer. There's a lot more suffering that goes into it. First, they throw the person off a 2nd-story building, which is high enough to hurt him, but not high enough to kill him. Then there's a boulder that falls on top of him. And then on top of that, if that's not enough, there's a bunch of people waiting at the bottom of the hill that throw rocks at him. It's a horrible, awful, worst type of death penalty there is. Don't try this at home. Now, the ultimate punishment is much worse, though. How do we know? Because it says someone that murders, if that's their only crime, they still have a share of the world to come. They could still, after they go to pay for their sin, they still have a share of the world to come. They could still go to heaven. But someone that violates Shabbat without doing tshuva has no share of the world to come. Right. That's the key. Don't violate Shabbat.
Skila is not enough?
Skila is not enough for it's not enough.
So follow-up question.
Ken?
Assuming the Sanhedrin, the Jewish caliphate, basically.
Mashiach is here.
So 2 Jews, 1 murderer, 1 Mechalel Shabbat, both are running equally. The police have an option to go after only one. Who should they choose?
What do you mean?
One is the Mechalel Shabbat unpurposely.
Yeah.
One is a murderer. Both
Right.
are running away equally.
They already committed the crime?
Yes. Who should the police run after first? They can only catch one.
Whoever's closer.
They're both equal.
That you have to. That the police will have to choose. That police have. There's no enough coming on a shayla like that. There's that they have to choose on that occasion. It's not a. I mean, generally speaking, it would be the murderer, because the murderer is actually hurting other people. He's a sakanat to other people, whereas the Mechalel Shabbat is a sakanat to himself. So generally speaking, you're going to choose the murderer. But again, you don't necessarily ask hypothetical questions unless you're in that circumstance yourself, because that Mechalel Shabbat could also be someone that hurts other people and other things. There's a lot more details that go in.